I want to talk to you guys about Brigitte and what I think about her so far. You guys already know who it is. It's your boy Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel. So let's definitely get started. I want to talk about her shield ability first, guys. Oh, of course, you already know who it is. You know, it's your boy Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel. But yeah, I want to talk about her shield first. I really like it. You can engage in encounters very quickly with her. With this shield, you can, of course, sort of get closer to people that you want to engage in combat. More about that later. I mean combat, more about that later. But of course, the shield is really good for disengaging and basically leaving team fights. You know, sometimes, guys, the healers, they're basically left with zero protection by themselves, and they have no way to protect themselves against damage. Basically, every healer has this problem. I guess you could say Moira has Fade, which dodges damage for a couple of seconds. But the point is that the shield really does give Brigitte an upper hand when it comes down to leaving team fights, and even when she is by herself, you can block some damage with her shield, and then of course help might come your way. I really like the shield. I think Brigitte's gonna be, she's a 2-star hero, by the way. So I have to say, you know, one of the things that I really like about Brigitte is that she seems like a very simple hero, but of course it is going to be a hero that it is going to take some skill, of course, for you to actually play her very effectively. And I definitely do believe she's going to be like Reinhardt. You know, sometimes you're going to have the shield up, sometimes you're going to have to swing, but I do believe that for the most part, you're just going to have to do a lot of swinging. So far, I think the shield is perfectly balanced, and of course, now I want to talk about the shield bash. I really like the shield bash ability. It can stop Reinhardt charges. It can cancel out these roaming ults, like for example, Reaper. It can stop Genji with his Dragon Blade for about 1 second or so, which can be the difference between finishing off a Genji or not. The shield, guys, it's really helpful. And I really do think it's a nice addition into, of course, this healer. Also, don't you guys just love, if you guys have played Brigitte on the PTR, don't you guys just love cleaning up with her? Like, you just kill someone and then you just drag their dead body around with the rocket pillow. It's just the greatest feeling ever, specifically after you've owned someone. Jesus Christ, it's great. Anyways, now, of course, I want to talk about her heals, because I know a lot of you guys are probably very curious when it comes down to the healing department. Okay, so her healing pad or repair pack, that's what it's called, really good. It does 150 heals instantly, like extremely fast. Like, you get it, bam, you get healed. And of course, it gives you some extra armor. I believe it has a 6-second cooldown, as you guys can see right there. It has a 6-second cooldown, the repair pack. I have to say though, this thing, you know, some people might say the cooldown needs to be shorter. I disagree. Let me tell you guys why I disagree. Because the repair pack gives armor, and armor basically reduces the damage of a couple of heroes in Overwatch by, you know, a pretty good amount, okay? And what's going to happen if the repair pack has a slower cooldown is that a lot of heroes in Overwatch are going to be having armor, which means that team fights are going to be a little bit slower, or they're going to be dragged out more, or sometimes you're going to be cheaped out of a kill just because the enemy had armor and basically you didn't. Okay, so I think the 6-second cooldown on the repair pack is actually pretty good. I don't know, maybe I would even say, you know, put it down to 5 seconds and it would just be, you know, on that perfect sweet spot. But yeah, I really like the repair pack, and there's millions of possibilities with this repair pack. You know, you nano a Genji, you give him the boost with the Mercy, you know, or you like pocket a Genji with Mercy, and then you give him some extra armor, so he's going to be harder to kill. People really underestimate armor in Overwatch, guys, but I can tell you, it can be the difference between life and death. I was telling my friends earlier that one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to Brigitte is because Brigitte and Widowmaker are going to be a really good composition. If you guys are watching the Overwatch League, which most of you guys aren't, but if you guys are watching the Overwatch League, you know how much good Widowmakers dominate the Overwatch League. I mean, I've literally seen games won very, like, look, are you guys seeing this? I'm disengaging this encounter, and I'm basically able to stay alive because of my damn shield. It's amazing. But anyways, if you give armor to a Widowmaker, you increase her chances of survival when she gets jumped by a Winston or something like that. Again, you know, 3 health can be the difference between you dying or losing. Okay, and let's say you are left with you know, 4 health just because you had an armor pack. That's a big deal. Okay, you can still be a huge threat with Widow if, of course, you get healed back up. Okay, so the repair pack is great, and it's you know, really good when it comes down to healing. But the actual overall healing that she provides, it's a little complicated. You get about 80 or so heals every 5 seconds, and when you swing your weapon, it has sort of like a 2-second cooldown until you can actually heal again. So again, guys, I definitely think it's still too early to sort of, you know, theorize, I guess you could say. Or, you know, it's still too early to say if she's a great off healer or not. But I don't know. I think her heals are good. I think her heals are okay. But I don't know if it's at that Zenyatta level. I guess it's because I haven't really played her a lot of quick play. And of course, this is sort of like my first impression / thoughts on Brigitte so far. Okay, but I do think that her heals are good if you are in a team fight. Okay, like if your team is constantly engaging, like I believe Brigitte isn't a healer / tank. I think Brigitte is a healer / brawler type hero. So she's kind of like Roadhog players, Diva players that really going to enjoy playing Brigitte, because you know she's a ton of fun and you're always gonna have to be in encounters with her to be effective. But yeah, guys, we're definitely gonna have to see how Brigitte turns around. Brigitte is also like Doomfist, because Doomfist, when if you do your combos correctly, you get a shield, which can help out Doomfist out a lot. Okay, but Brigitte, you know, if you are engaging in combat, you basically heal your teammates. Okay, and I have to say it's definitely very important, you know, to keep your teammates healed. I was playing a quick play game earlier. I don't know if I said this already on the video, but there was this guy. He wanted to get healed, and I couldn't really heal him. And the reason why I couldn't heal him is because we weren't engaged in a team fight. So I think Brigitte's biggest challenge at the moment right now, when it comes down to heal, is that she has to be engaged in combat. And I already know, I don't really think this hero is going to be very popular at the gold level, maybe silver levels, because at those levels of competitive, basically no one groups up, man. And you know, if people aren't regrouping with Brigitte, if people aren't playing around Brigitte, they're just gonna have a hard time. They're just not gonna get healed. So that's what I think about the heals when it comes down to Brigitte. The rocket flail, the ability where she throws the thingy back, it's actually really good. It can help you out a lot when you're disengaging into encounters. It can also boot people. It has amazing boot potential. I really enjoy this ability. Of course, as time passes, we're going to see how it develops. Again, it's very early to say what Brigitte is at the moment. I just want to point that out there as well. That's what I think. Okay, but I definitely really enjoy her rocket throw ability, and of course her kit. One of the things that I also want to point out about her kit is Brigitte, like if you're not able to use all of her abilities to, you know, to the fullest, you're just not going to be able to play very well with her. Okay, she's a very mechanical type hero. You know, you have to know what you're doing with her. If you don't know what you're doing with her, you're not really going to be a great Brigitte. It's going to be the difference between great and you know, between great and bad Brigitte, I guess you could say. Just like the difference between a great and a bad Reinhardt is that the good Reinhardt knows when to put his shield. I mean, the great Reinhardt knows when to put up his shield and when to swing the hammer. You guys know what I mean? Look at me just cleaning up the step body. Just get out of my video, man. Shit. So yeah, that's what I think about her rocket flail ability. Her shield bash, again, very good. I already touched on that. Now I want to talk about rocket flail, aka swinging the dick from side to side. I think the rocket flail is really good. I don't know, maybe you could use a little bit of extra range. It does have a medium type range, and it does do 40 damage per swing. So I guess that's why Blizzard doesn't really want it to, you know, have like a very increased distance. So far, I've brawled against other type of squishies in quick play, and you know, all of these, and you know, no limits. And she's definitely a really good brawler. If you are able to use her abilities very well, again, you're going to be able to win those one-on-one duels. I think she might probably be the best support hero for a one-on-one encounter, maybe after Moira, because the Moira healing orb and the damaging that, and she gets health back, it's just really good. But again, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to see. Again, it's just too early. Not a lot of games. I haven't played a lot of games with Brigitte, you know, just about 2 hours. That's like nothing, you know. That's like what, 16 games or something like that. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Brigitte so far, guys. I really like her. I'm really enjoying her so far. I will, of course, continue the Brigitte cover on my channel, of course, as these days come by, and of course as we obtain her. I can't wait to see her in the Overwatch League, because I've been watching a lot of Overwatch League, and it's been great. I'm gonna make an Overwatch League video probably in the future, just talking to you guys about what I like it, how I got into it, all of that stuff. So be on the lookout for that video, and of course be on the lookout for all of my other videos by clicking that subscribe button. And hey, why don't you like the fucking video? Peace out, see you on the next one.